what's going on, all you ghouls and ghosts out there. My name is Mike Macabre, and welcome to the graveyard. As always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Up with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But on tonight's episode, we have another reviews and reactions. And coming back to the channel, oh god, it's been a very long time, at least 6 to 10 months, somewhere thereabouts. Lord of the Lost. Absolutely love them. Glad to be continuing this journey with them. But we're going to be reacting to their official music video, to One Last Song. Link to the original video will be down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure, and this request comes to us by Alphys Schmidt. Thank you again for that lovely, lovely request. As always, going into this blind with my off-the-cuff comments, if I recognize a song, I'll definitely let everybody know. I'm going to be as transparent as possible, but no more ghouling around. Let's check it out. Alright, ghouls and ghosts. Lord of the Lost, One Last Song, official music video.
If I could sing one last song before the
like
world
Till there.
ends, if I could sing one last song to say goodbye, if I could sing one last song to all my children, if I could sing one last song before we die. If I could sing one last song to my parents, if I could sing one last song with all my friends, if I could sing one last song to everyone I've hurt, and beg their forgiveness before this life ends, I'd give everything I have, say all the things I left unsaid, if I could sing one last song and make it a good one. A song about love, a song about death, with desperation in my breath. I scream in the silence, massive and violent, hear my voice for I am lost, singing for my broken walls. One last song, one last song. If I could sing one last song to show my love was endless,
Very ballad feeling.
if I could sing one last song to help you cry, if I could sing one last song when the colors fade, with a smile through the pain to the everlasting night. A song about love, a song about death, with desperation in my breath. I scream in the silence, massive and violent, hear my voice for I am lost, singing
Elvis.
for my broken walls. One last song, one last song, for the rebels and the brave, the runaways, the renegades, for those living by the sword, the forgotten and ignored, for the victims standing proud, all the lonesome in the crowd, for all my kings and all my queens, and for everyone between. A song about love, a song about death, with desperation in my breath. I scream in the silence, massive and violent, hear my voice for I am lost. A song about love, a song about death, with desperation in my breath. I scream in the silence, massive and violent. Hear my voice for Ryan Laws, singing for my broken walls. One last song, one last song, one last one last If I could sing one last song to you.
Secret place. There's a lot going to be said. This particular piece was very moving to me, so I want to get my thoughts together, but see you in the review section. All right, ghouls and ghosts. Excuse me. That was Lord of the Lost with their song, or excuse me, official music video to One Last Song. As always, links to the original video will be down in the description box. For your viewing pleasure, at your leisure. And again, this request comes to us by Elphys Schmidt. Thank you again for that lovely, lovely request. I was very deeply moved with this piece. Musically, lyrically, vocally, and visually. For anyone who hasn't really followed on this channel, the thing that I fear most is death. And I think this particular song encapsulates, at least for me, on my fears of death is there's never enough time in the world. Will I have that opportunity to have one last song, one last kiss, to see your kids grow up, to be prosperous, see them succeed? Because at some point, we're all going to die, and that inevitability of everything is just, it's very powerful. And I struggle with that day in and day out, especially, again, for those of you who don't know, I suffer from PTSD because I almost died due to COVID. I was in a coma for about 3 weeks, but I'm not going to get too much into that. But it gave me a new perspective on life, and it was so beautifully done. Very sparse, very sterile with just the whites and the blacks, uh, especially the white painted face. He actually reminded me of Till Lindemann from Rammstein, for right, at least right in the beginning. Uh, had a very big ballad, almost symphonic feel to it. And what really started to hook me was the chorus and the vocal harmony. It was just so beautifully done, sung so well. It really shows his range without being too like over the top about it, because he hit some really high notes there. but he had his normal kind of droll. I wouldn't say baritone, but it just above that a little bit as far as the vocals are concerned. Great guitars, fantastic drums. Could hear the bass. I was surprised at how synth centric it was, especially in the beginning. It felt kind of spacey. I wouldn't say uh, like churchy or funeral esque or anything like that in the beginning, but it kind of developed into that, and it had the underscore of the somberness and the sadness of it all. This is just my own personal opinion. I personally would have ended the video right after when I assume it's his like childhood house or a place where he lives because it said a super secret place in Germany. When he's singing with the acoustic guitar, I mean that would have just I mean, that's like I said, just my personal opinion. I enjoyed that they went on with it, but just that ending on that note would have been so beautiful and so perfect. It just thinking about it, it's close to bringing me to tears. Not gonna lie, very earwormy too. Just about having that one last chance, no matter what it is, whether it be a song, a performance, like I said, a kiss, a loving embrace. Stunningly beautiful. I can't say that enough. For as simple as the visuals were, they were beyond effective. Even, I've said before on the channel as well that I'm not a huge fan of like performance videos and specifically where the band just performs. But I thought it was a nice level between the band performing, the story, the visuals, and everything else. So a nice conglomerate of everything that worked very well. Everything was meshed, uh, and the lyrics obviously fit with the visuals very well. So that being said, the easiest part of this was deciding a score, and I'm going to give this song 5 skulls out of 5. Absolutely happy with that score for all the reasons I just stated. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of reviews and reactions. As always, if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. As always, ghouls and ghosts, stay scared.